Of course, if you would like to, in very typical EG Sir Scoots fashion, get some for EGMachine, let's hear it for him. And we are getting started here on Scrap Station. And we will see Tyler get that coveted, I want that upper position Zerg spot. Will it make a difference? It has in some of the matches here at MLG Dallas, but very excited to see what happens. So much on the line. This is a very, very stressful match for both these players, but at the same time, with a lot on the line, I know that they are incredibly focused, both playing very, very well. Some good decision making.
Uh-oh, it looks like Tyler is going for some sort of very cheesy opening. We see one probe heading down here. It only just now has enough money to build a pylon. It is going to build a pylon on 10. Oh no, he's going to do the sneak double warp gate up on the high ground, and there goes down the pylon. No, he's actually going to be doing warp gates on the low ground. Now, honestly, if you are Machine and you get to the front, you're probably expecting a wall off here. That is a very common opening on this map. Pretty normal, but Tyler just needs to make sure he continues to keep up that probe production.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to here when EGMachine decides to put down his pool. If that hatch comes first, which of course for Zergs on this map is very, very common, that could mean disaster for him.
So it looks like, oh no, Machine is sending a probe out. Oh my gosh, he's going to be sending this drone to the expansion. He will be going for a 14 hatch. Tyler has studied Machine throughout this tournament, has seen that he's 14 hatched every time, and oh no, it looks like there, the hatch is going to go down. Oh no, tragic. Will he end up making any more drones when he has the money? He is making additional drones. This 2-gate could be a devastating loss for Machine.
It could be right now. Both of these gateways about ready to complete. The forward one just moments away from spitting out or preparing to spit out its first unit. We're going to have the pool be going down here very, very soon, but you can see, there it is.
There's the cancel on the hatchery. He suspects something, so Tyler is already feeling a little bit uncomfortable. There is some zapping going down on that spawning pool, but oh my goodness, look at that. That Zealot is already at 65% completion, and Tyler is now making another gateway in his main. There's more chrono boosting going down on those gateways.
It's all going to be this pool popping and how he's going to react once he does. It does, saving this probably all these larvae as he can to produce Zerglings once it is done. I'm not sure if he's going to put down a spine crawler, but you can see his money is flying high, so he is ready to put forth some sort of defense, and here comes that first Zealot into his base.
And it looks like the spawning pool is almost finished. He's going to need to throw down 3 or 4 spine crawlers right away, and there it's done. He's building the Zerglings. Is he going to get a queen? There's spine crawlers going down right now, but he's going to try to pick those off, and there's the surround. Machine has been seen multiple times in this tournament to have amazing cheese defense, and here he is demonstrating this once again, but there's the spine crawler looking very vulnerable. He's going to need to cancel that and rebuild yet another one, and oh no, he actually kills it off. He doesn't get the cancel. Gas going down for Machine. He's trying to pull back to the backside, but 3 Zealots out right now for LiquidTyler. That spine crawler is still only at about 70%. They take an extremely long time to build, and it looks like Tyler is pulling back, going to be playing defensively, going to be heading down here. No, there's no expansion there. Tyler just lost a lot of time, and Machine darting right by, going directly into the main. Oh my goodness, if Machine could hold this off, that would be an enormous win. It looks like, he sees it. The drones there whacking away at the pylons. All of these Zerglings here trying to find some sort of window, and Machine looks like he is going to be okay for the time being, but in the resource counting station, we see Tyler is very far ahead as he has gotten so many Zealots out so early.
Yes, he has, and actually those Lings went all the way down. Maybe he was expecting them to be there, but he went down to the gold. He completely passed those gateways, and we are going to have the Zealots pulling back just a little bit, and that is because those Zerglings are making their way into the main base. A couple of Zealots were sent to the back to reinforce just in case. Additionally, the cybernetics core is going down and is now kind of a transition over to the game, but with these Zerglings, maybe Machine, nope, he's going to turn around and he's going to not go forward into the base.
This is an extremely tense situation for both players. Tyler has a larger Zealot force, but he's pinned to 2 different locations at once. Machine only has to worry about 1, but no Zergling speed is out yet, so he is very immobile. We do see that 1 cybernetics core is done, so Tyler can begin producing Stalkers, or he can begin getting Warp Gates. There is 1 Stalker coming out right now, 2 Stalkers in production. Zerglings from Machine trying to do the counterattack. Looks like they will try to surround, and oh, very nice control. Look at that control by Machine. No Zerglings lost yet. Unbelievable control by Machine. Will it be enough? No, not enough for Machine. That was probably the most impressive Zergling micro I've seen in a very long time, but with those probes in there, just wasn't enough, and with these 2 Stalkers coming out, it's going to be a very rough spot for Machine.
There is still a fairly decent Zerg force over here, but don't forget we've got several Zealots and a few Stalkers down here. This could be a scary little push if he decides to come forward. He has moved that back spine crawler up into closer to the hatchery here, and we have a lot of Zerglings, a few Roaches coming out, and speed has begun.
And here are the Stalkers advancing forward with Tyler's force. They're going to be able to do a good bit of damage. Warp Gate going down, another gateway in the main. He's going to try to pick off things from a distance, and there the Queen is the first vulnerable piece of the puzzle. And now the Zerglings are going to try to swing around and pick off this single hidden pylon at the backside, but we see Tyler already preparing for it.
Oh yeah, Zerglings are going to go past, and if these can actually get through and into the main with some speed, who knows what kind of damage they might be able to do. But more importantly, look, he's forcing all these units back and buying himself just a little bit more time. We've got a single Roach now moving out, and he might be able to get high ground and just take that stuff out without any sort of resistance at all. I think that's what he's doing. Speed is so close to hitting, and he's going to have to pull some probes here.
Uh-oh, he's already taking a little bit of damage, and look at this. Tyler just wants to lose no probes. He's been in a fragile situation for the entire game. Can't risk it, and now look at Machine just trying to pull back, pick off some probes. Hasn't gotten any yet. Oh, the Zergling's AI is glitching, and he only ends up killing 1 probe, and just now finishes Zergling speed. And like you called, Wheat, there is the pylon taking damage from the Roach up on the high ground. Machine is still in this.
Yeah, we got more Roaches coming up here to assist, so that pylon will go down very, very quickly. Warp gates are going to open,
but
oh no, you won't be producing out of those, which means only 1 gateway, but still, look at the army size of Tyler. It's still very impressive considering he's putting in some additional pylons down here as well and going to build another gateway.
Now, if we go to the the unit counting station, we see that Tyler really does not have that many more workers. A Machine has 20 and can easily sprint ahead with larva production. We also see the spine crawlers beginning to advance forward to the front of the base, and here comes Machine knocking down these destructible rocks. These are nothing but paperweights right now, but we do see there's this probe there to back up and build another pylon. 3 warp gates out now for Tyler, and he really needs to begin spending that chrono boost.
And we are going to have the first section of rocks broken down. Second section now currently underway. Probe has not rebuilt that pylon quite yet. We also have the hatchery going down for Machine at about 75%, going to be completing soon. In the production tab, what else is happening? Just Roaches right now for Machine with the addition of that second hatch. Again, still no pylon over there to power those gateways, and here comes what could be a push for Machine.
Looks like Machine's going to be leading with the Roaches. He gets the first shots off. The Zerglings are now leading in, doing a lot of damage. Tyler's pulling back. The Zerglings do manage to sneak in a little bit, but they do get zoned nicely by those force fields. So now it looks like Machine is going to be whacking away at these pylons. Tyler's trying to pull back to get into a better situation, but he will be able to get 1 guaranteed kill. And here comes Machine. He's getting into Tyler's main. He needs to be careful because that means that these units will inevitably die if he is not having a big enough force, but getting hit from 2 sides. Here's the big confrontation. Tyler cuts them in half, and it is Roaches against this larger force, and it looks like Tyler might be able to come out on top. He does come out on top. He is going to be able to crush this invading force from Machine, and now Tyler's the one on the counterattack.
And EGMachine will pull back all the units that he possibly can. He did get that additional hatchery up. There was no queen there, so it's only regular larva production. He's quickly trying to march this queen down here, but look at the amount of Roaches that we have. That may have been too eager of a push here, and we're going to see what happens as this growing force of LiquidTyler now moves forward.
Oh, it does end up moving into all the Roaches. More Roaches swinging from the backside. Zealots at the front lines doing a lot of damage. Force fields thrown down by Tyler. It looks like he's starting to advance through Machine, who has been so resilient all tournament long, is beginning to lose his entire force of Roaches. He's trying to pull the queen back and more reinforcements. Tyler morphs into forward pylon. One of those Zealots is so low on health, but Tyler cares for that unit. He's going to keep it alive, but there's 2 spine crawlers at the front. 1 Zealot falls, the other Zealot falls, and it looks like Machine is going for the expansion.
Yep, he is going to go for the expansion. Tyler moves up for it right now, and the queen's going to be the first one to go. What do we have in these cocoons coming out here? A lot of Roaches going to hit, but one at a time. They are not going to be that effective. We're going to have some more Roaches in the back trying to take out these reinforcing units, but even those are getting taken out as this back pylon forward by Tyler is doing a great amount of damage. More Roaches come out.
Game.
Wow.
Machine, who has had such an impressive run in this tournament, is eliminated. by the beast LiquidTyler, who just seems to be able to find a win in every series. Now Machine will get the chance to battle it out for the 5th, 6th place spot, and that means LiquidTyler is in the top 4 and will be playing in the losers bracket final.
That was very impressive by both players. I really like how they reacted to that and how we saw a very, very, I guess expanded game as a result of what Tyler decided to do early on there. We don't get to see it so often, and really amongst all these great games, that was actually highly entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Machine is just so resilient. It's a little tragic that the 2 EG Zergs, Idra and Machine, did lose to early cheese plays in their final games, but Machine really showing that if you stick in there, you can do incredibly well, and was just inches away from securing a win in that game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch the replays myself and, wondering, and maybe you could comment on this, ultimately the counterattack there by Machine when he looked like, when he took out that pylon and moved forward through the rocks, maybe a little early. Like, should he have fully committed to that?
Potentially. It's really hard to tell. I mean, it's one of those things where how do you practice that as a Machine?
Right,
Well,
exactly.
I'm going to have you 10-gate me a million games in a row, and I'm going to be surprised every time.
Right, exactly.
And I'm going to play on my feet well, but that really goes to show you that Machine did deserve to do that well at this tournament. So don't go away. We will be back with more action. 4 players left in the tournament. I'm Day 9.
And I'm DJ Wheat. The action continues to heat up here in Dallas, Texas for the MLG 2010 National Championships. Do not go away.